Hello everyone, welcome to Shadow of the Game. My name's Stephen.
And I'm Andrew.
And today we're going to be playing Grimslingers. If you want to pick this up, there'll be a link in the description just in case you want to try it out yourself. First, if you have any games you want us to play, put it down in the comments. Because we love playing games that you suggest. This isn't one that you suggested, but we like picking them up because they're usually good. So put them down there. Your quick rules rundown. Grimslingers is there's two ways to play it. There's a versus mode, and then there's like a solo or co-op campaign mode. We're just playing the versus mode for today. It's going to be the simplest version. For anyone who's played before, it's just with spells and your anima. But the versus mode is basically your two Grimslingers. As you can see, Andrew's a cute little dog with a cross and a sword over his back. And I'm a little cat with a Atlantis, the Lost Empire type crystal, and a gun over its shoulder. And then our little anima robot helper. And every turn, we basically are going to play cards, spells in this case, against each other, trying to damage each other and getting our health down to 0. And that's how you win the game. So every turn we'll have a standoff phase where we can redraw or heal or exchange health and energy points. Then we play our spells and we attack the other person trying to do damage. And then we have an aftermath phase where we decide if anyone lost. And then we go on to the next. It's pretty simple. I think it gets a little more complicated when you add, like, there's archetypes and items, and then when you do, like, the full campaign. But for now, we're just doing the most simple version because that's what we're doing. So, end of quick rules rundown. Everyone knows exactly what's going on, right? Andrew, it's not good if you don't know what's going on. So, without further ado, let me look at the rules real quick. So, I'm the first player. So we're in the standoff phase, so we can either sacrifice health for EP, we can play an action card, or play and resolve a standoff type action card, so it should say, like, you can play under standoff. You can reactivate cards and use an anima ability, but since it's the first turn, we're probably not going to do any of that, so we move on straight to the draw phase. So, starting with the first player and then going clockwise, we choose an action card and place it face down. So you can either choose one of we both have the 6 basic element spells, which are kind of like a big old rock, paper, scissors game. And then we have 2 signature spells that are unique to us that we picked, and they do special things. And so right now you just have to pick one of any of those spells and we place it face down, or you can place no spells and gain 2 EP back, but it's the first turn and everything. So right now, whoa. Hey, I get to place first. I'm the first player. It's really going to matter when we're both playing
face down.
We're going to be playing. It's going to matter, Andrew.
Matters not.
Because now that I saw what you're going to play, I know exactly how to counter it.
You could never guess what I'm going
to. What?
Never in a million years.
I'm going to play this one.
Classic mistake.
What? So we both choose a card. We both played. Neither of us passed. Once everyone plays their cards. Hey, this is serious. It says we have to do it. It says must. All players draw.
It's fire, you dummy.
No, it's draw.
It says fire.
No, it says draw.
I thought it was fire.
All players must shout draw.
I thought that was a joke.
Hey. There's no joking around here.
Mana burn!
Okay, so now that we both drawn, we have to check the resolution numbers on the card. So yours is an 8, mine is a 9. So yours goes off first. Yours doesn't have any... This is like the EP cost of the card. So it costs 0. Hey, what? So it's a single target card. It targets me, which means it resolves first. I lose 3 EP, so I go down from 8 to 5.
Ooh, ouch.
Directive. Do not insult master and or kill master.
I am master.
No! No! Shira goes first, then mine goes, which means that target takes 2 damage and must deduct 2 EP.
No 2 damage. No 2
Yeah, because since I was the only played... When you play element cards, it's kind of like rock, paper, scissors. So ice beats wind, which means that if he had played a wind, his gets canceled out, mine goes off. Fire beats ice, so the same thing. And if they're neutral, they both go off. So, now that we have checked the RN, resolved our cards, applied the effect, we played the element spell, but it didn't matter. Discard your action cards once they've been resolved, unless the card states to deactivate it on use. So neither of us say deactivate, so we both just discard face up. And it goes on. So then, neither of us are dead. So that's good. Did you surge? No. Did you play a target card? No. End of turn. The turn ends and all players have finished resolving their action cards. If victorious conditions. That's what I said. That's what I said. Have not been met, pass the first player token clockwise and begin a new turn. Jeez.
Shoot.
So you get this. It's the standoff phase again. So, how do I get EP back? I think I have to do it during the, I have to not play a card. I guess EP is not super important, because even if I have 0 EP, that doesn't mean I lose. It just means I can't do any of the cool stuff. What is Surge again? For the next turn, +1 to the numerical value of the effect of the next spell you play. Also ignore the first card that causes you to exhaust. You're on the face. Okay. So I'm at 5. That's good. This is all going great. Whoa!
How do we draw cards?
We have to do standoff phase first.
Standoff.
So this isn't like a draw pile. This is all the other signature spells. And some spells will be like, oh, draw a card from the signature deck and use it. So that's why that's there. And then the other deck is basically a random number generator. It's a bunch of like playing cards with numbers on them. And some cards will have you draw those. So that's why that's there. So yeah, we're still in the standoff phase. So you can sacrifice health for EP, or vice versa. You can use an action card if it says like, oh, a standoff. It's a standoff action card, which I don't have any. You can use an anima ability, so you can either reload, purge, or surge. And you can reactivate. So you want to do any of those?
No.
Okay. So now we're on to the draw phase. So you get to play a face down card first. Go ahead. Play your card. See what happens, you little dog. You little dachshund. I guess dachshund. People don't like me say dachshund. I'm just meandering through the west and I see a little dachshund and I'm a cat. Whoa.
Haha.
I'm going to play. That. I hope you're ready, One-Eyed Pete, because it's time to draw! So yours is a 9, mine's a 1. So mine is draw a random signature spell from the deck and immediately resolve it. The spell will also receive +1 to its numerical values of its effect. Return the spell to the deck afterwards. So I get to draw a random one from this deck.
Crap.
Remember when I made the example that some cards let you play a random one? That's what I meant.
No.
So, magnify. Replace this card with a spell from your hand. Pay any EP cost of the new spell. That card's effect will now get a +1 to its numerical value, which means it will get a +2, because all the numerical values on this card get a +1. So now I get to play. Replace this card with a spell from your hand. I see you got water.
No.
What beats water?
Lightning.
Lightning and the thunder.
Actually, it's Earth.
It says on my cards.
It's Earth.
No.
Earth beats water.
So
Play Earth.
I'm going to play this lightning.
Rats.
Which means that you take...
It replaces that card, though.
Well, this card goes back in there.
Oh, it replaces.
And it gets a +2 to all its numerical values, which means it does, 1, your card gets neutralized and doesn't go off. Let's see. So, play an element spell. If your target also played an element spell and the element beats yours, if an element is strong against your target's unresolved element, so yours is unresolved because you haven't gone yet, their element will be immediately discarded without resolving any of its effects. So yours just gets discarded. My lightning goes off, and since it has a +2, you take 5 damage and 3 EP. Oh, you're at 1! This game has gone off the rails. So no, this card goes back there.
This is gonna be a quickie, guys.
It's
gonna be a
quick. That was devastating. So yeah, resolve cards, apply the effects. Did you surge? No. So now we go. So this turn goes to here. I just have to do one more damage. Woo! That was bad. This game turned quick. You're at 3 energy points and 1 health. What does yours say?
Win, lose, it's all the same.
Yeah, well, it's not all the same because you're about to die.
I'm about to die.
I'm about to die.
My puppy.
Wow, that card was really good. I mean, it comboed into something ridiculous.
Quite unfortunate for me and my puppy.
The fact that I got a +1 to everything, and then I got a magnify, which is an additional +1, and got to basically choose to get your card. Okay. So it's the end of the aftermath phase. Now it's the standoff phase. So you can sacrifice health for each P. You can use a standoff action card if you have one. You can reactivate, or you can use one of your anima abilities. So one of your anima abilities is +1 to the numerical value of effects of all the next spells you play. And then you just have to pay 3 spell cards in order to play it, like use it.
+1 to the numerical value.
Yeah, so any number that's
5?
written as the number not written out will be a +1. It's basically inflation from Flux.
Deactivate 3 spells.
Yeah, so you have to you basically pay 3 spells to play that. So I'm not saying you have to do that, but just remember you have it. I mean, you're at 1 health. So how long you gonna live? Not long, I reckon.
Do I have to deactivate them right now?
If you're gonna use, are you gonna use Surge?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, you use Surge. You do activate 3 spell cards. And so that means that this turn, all your spells will have +1 to their numerical values. Okay, well, I go first, so I'm going to place that. You go second. This is for all the marbles.
It is. Crap.
And draw! Oh! So they're both 9s, but since I'm the first player and it's a tie, I go first, which means that water beats earth, which means this just gets discarded, and you take 2 damage, and you lose 2 EP.
Oh, man.
So you're at 0. And this goes down to 3. Is your other signature spell something that can save you? Because I have one that saves me when I reach 0.
Discard all your active element spells, apply all effects.
No.
For damage, you will be immune to effects for the rest of this turn.
Okay, so your card got canceled, and you die, which means we go to the aftermath phase. Oh. Ooh, looks like you might be dead.
What the heck? What are the odds, man? I was like, oh, this one makes me gain 2 HP.
You got what? You didn't even damage me. What did you do over there? You burned my EP. Man, this dog was getting beat.
I was like, oh, okay, so you'll take 2 damage. I'll gain 2 HP. But I had +1 to all the numerical values. So I was like, okay, so like I'll come back a little bit. I'll gain 3 HP.
I was looking through my head.
As long as he doesn't play water, I'm fine.
I was looking through my head and I was like, what has he already played? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm just going to pick the one that has damage and EP. Water.
I'm just like, as long as he doesn't play water, I'm fine.
Dude, the only thing that beats you is the fact that I was the first player this round. Because if they're tied, since they're both 9s, mine goes off first. And since I'm strong against yours, I guess to be fair, it doesn't matter. Because you had a weak element to mine, yours would have always been deactivated.
Yeah, it would have always been deactivated. It doesn't matter.
Oh, wrecked.
We didn't even get very far into the game.
I got far in the game. You
We didn't play any of. We didn't have to draw any numerical values. We didn't even go into the deck except for one card.
To be fair, the numerical values, I don't think neither of us had cards that would make it draw it, because I don't think any of the.
True, but I mean, eventually
I
we
used
would be
that.
drawing cards. Once.
Yeah, but you didn't have a card that made you draw from this deck. Only I did.
True.
I had the Pandora. Good game.
I don't like this game.